everybody, Nick Rokicki here. We really enjoyed hearing all of your back to school stories last week. Well, Joe and I have our own back to school story today. We're here in Des Moines, Iowa at Cowles Elementary. It's our first reading of Pete the Popcorn for this school year. Really happy to be here in Des Moines. The first stop on our National Encouragement Across America tour. Next stop, Mason City, Iowa. But for the next couple days, we're going to be right here in Des Moines, and we'll bring you all the action from our tour. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor a child on tour and buy them a copy of Pete the Popcorn, you can go to www.indiegogo.com/encourage. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Nan Cloverdance. I teach at Cowles Elementary, which is a Montessori school and only Montessori school in the state of Iowa, and I teach preschool and kindergarten, and yeah.
When you were growing up, what gave you encouragement? Where did you get encouragement from?
Actually, my encouragement came from my mother and father, and my teachers, of course my teachers, and yeah. Then,
as an adult, where do you get encouragement from now?
Oh my gosh, I get encouragement from my husband, from my own students, and from my two children, and from the other teachers. You know, it's a great thing to collaborate and listen to other people and what they have to say. Yeah.
Hey everyone, here we are, school number 2, Windsor Elementary in Des Moines, Iowa, reading our book, Pete the Popcorn.
My name is Scott Nichols, and I'm principal here at Windsor Elementary in Des Moines, Iowa. I've been asked to answer the question, who inspired me as a youngster, and how I kind of ended up in this position. I guess there are two big inspirational people or groups in my life. My first was with my grandparents. I grew up very close to my grandparents, just lived a few blocks away. They were always able to help me do what I needed to do, always telling me where I needed to go, what I needed to do to achieve, and helping me get those resources I needed to achieve, and mostly just always kind of believing in me and making sure that I knew I could do it, because that's the biggest stumbling block sometimes, is knowing that you know what to do. And the second one, as I was growing up, was with the Boy Scouts, and learning how to do things with the Boy Scouts, and getting out there and being literally in the middle of nowhere sometimes, and only having yourself and your brain as a resource, and learning how to survive under some very interesting circumstances at different times.
Very good. One more question.
Sure.
We talk to kids about encouraging each other. What's the best way a child can offer encouragement to another child?
The thing I like to see, the best way to offer encouragement from one child to another, is just staying positive. It's all about, you know, letting that kid know that it's okay. Even if you are struggling a little bit, eventually you're going to do better, and eventually it's going to get better. And as long as you keep trying and keep plugging away at it, and people around you are positive, you're going to achieve what you need to achieve.
I feel very fortunate. I had lots of people that provided encouragement for me. Certainly my family was central to that encouragement, but I had several great teachers who gave me encouragement throughout my educational career, which actually led me to become a teacher and then eventually a principal. So encouragement is very important.
When you're watching kids today, what's the best or simplest way that they can encourage each other?
I think recognizing those positives in one another. So even if it's the smallest thing, those small things add up. So if it's someone holding the door, acknowledging that, or if someone's helped them fix a zipper or tie a shoelace, all of those little things are important to encourage one another. If somebody's struggling with something, giving them a little cheer, kind of pep them up. Just words of encouragement are very important.
I'm Amy Taylor. I'm the instructional coach at Walnut Street School in Des Moines, Iowa.
When you were growing up, how did you find encouragement? Who gave you encouragement?
I always felt encouraged by my mother. I grew up in a single parent family, so my mom and I were always very close, and she always told me that no matter what, as long as you try your best, she would be proud of me. Later, as a student, I had a high school teacher, Mrs. Van, who always encouraged me to pursue my love of reading and pursue my love of theater and pursue my love of public speaking. So how do I find encouragement now in my life? Again, I have to go back and say my mom. I can always call mom, and she always is there to listen and tell me that, you know, she's proud of me, and that as a parent of 3 young kids myself, you know, she's always telling me that she's amazed by what a job I do. I also find encouragement from the kiddos that I work with. They are so sweet, whether it is encouragement just through them saying, you know, Mrs. Taylor, thank you so much for reading with me, or them telling me they like my shirt or my necklace or whatever it may be. They just really always make me feel valued and feel like I'm an important person in their life, and that it's important for me to be here supporting them.